Alright, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Andersen. I am Zach Andersen. Today we are here at Sage Sound Studios for the 49th edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am joined by myself. So this is the 100th episode of From Z to A, and I figured on this, I haven't interviewed myself yet, so I figured I'd do a quick little interview with myself. So we'll ask the hard-hitting questions that everyone wants to know. So we'll start with Z. How did Zach Andersen become a musician? That's a great question. Thanks for asking. So back in my sophomore year of college, I broke my neck. And while I was recovering, all I could do was learn to play guitar and play video games. So when I was all healed up, I thought it would be a fun idea to write my own songs, and from there I wrote a video. I started writing songs that I thought would be a cool video game concept album, where if you know the video games, you get it on different references as opposed to those who don't, where it's on more of a philosophical take on video games. And then once I wrote my first song, I just couldn't stop and started playing out at open mics, and then slowly get my own gigs, and we're 17 years in now and still going strong. All right. So how much does an audience affect your set? Do you tend to stick with what you've prepared ahead of time, or do you change things up depending on how people react to certain songs? That's an excellent question. When I first started playing, I used to meticulously write my set lists. I would write them over and over and over again to get the perfect set list for each show. And then over time, I just kind of got tired of doing it that way. So I started just playing how I felt, how people would react to certain songs, and get the vibe of the place I'm playing at and the people who are around to see what they're enjoying, and kind of work off of that. I also use an app on my phone that randomizes my songs, so I get a completely different set list every time if I can't think of what to play. Okay. And when composing a song, do you tend to start with music or lyrics or melody? Does it vary song to song? Thank you for asking that question. Usually I write lyrics first. For the most part, I'd say 90% of my songs, lyrics first, and then I just fit in the music to fit the song, the mood of the song. Sometimes I'll just kind of fiddle with the guitar until I find something that sounds cool, and then I will write lyrics to that, but for the most part I tend to just start with lyrics, or even just a concept or one line, and then I'll write the whole song around that. And what would you say has been the highlight of your music career so far? Well, there's been so many. I've been really fortunate with music in my life. And I really take pride in my songwriting, so just the fact that I've written so many songs and continue to think of ideas for that really means a lot to me. I played some really cool shows. I do a lot of shows at conventions for my more nerdy songs, and those shows are always so much fun and great turnouts, and I get to meet a lot of great people through that. And putting together shows like Monsters of Acoustic Rock and Storytellers in the Cellar has been definitely a highlight for me, from getting more people out to see original music and getting to perform alongside so many great musicians. And if you could play a gig with any other act in the world at any venue in the world, where would it be and who would it be with? Oh, that's such a tough question. I would say, alright, so if it's, I have two answers for this. One is Blues Traveler is my favorite band, so I would definitely play with Blues Traveler at Red Rocks. And then if Carbon Leaf could also be on the bill, that would be amazing. Those are my two favorite bands. But the other idea I have is to do a Songwriters in the Round with some of my favorite songwriters, so it would be myself, Frank Turner, Josh Ritter, and we'll say Matt Nathanson. I think that would be an amazing show, and we could do that for Monsters, we could do that for Storytellers in the Cellar. I think those would be really, really fun shows to do. And I like to end all my interviews with 3 interesting or random facts about yourselves that many people may not know. Ooh, oh, okay, that's tough. I'm pretty open about everything, but I know how to ride a unicycle. I picked that up in high school. I know I used to ride around the parking lot while waiting for all of the traffic to go away, so I got pretty well known for my unicycle riding then. I don't wear matching socks. I have not worn matching socks in 20 years. It's always a black sock on my right foot and a white sock on my left foot. I don't know why that started. It's just kind of me grabbing random socks out of the drawer. And a third fact is, we all know I have allergies, so we can't go with that. Back in middle school, my lunch every single day at school was a bologna and cheese sandwich on a hard roll with mustard, mayo, and black pepper, and two small bags of Cape Cod chips, a fruit roll-up, and a can of brisk iced tea. So I had that every day through my middle school years. So it was delicious. All right, well, thank you so much for being on the show. If you'd like to check out Zach Andersen, please visit the link below. And now we'll cut to a performance from Zach Andersen. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
I have things I want to say, but I don't know how to say them. Trying to find a way to help me convey and create them, to bring a smile to your face or take you to a far off place. I will render to prove without a shadow of a doubt and show you what I'm all about, to capture all of my splendor. So what will my story be that shows the world this is me and puts my heart out there for all to see? What will my story be that shows the world this is me and puts my heart out there for all to see? A place where I belong is what I'd like to find, where I can express with those of likely minds who are one of a kind with similar interests, to bring joy to one another, grow and learn from each other, artists united and together saints. Support and advice, we recommend a community of rivals and